Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for today's Boston Red Sox historical replay. The 41st seeded 2011 Red Sox are going to face the 56th seeded 1970 Red Sox here at Fenway Park in Boston. We just got off a couple of series that included the Boston Americans, so we had two different ballparks in these series. We were playing on the Huntington Ave in Huntington Ave grounds in Fenway Park. Today, we're going to be flipping back between 1970 and 2011. Okay, let me just make an adjustment here. Plug that in there, and we'll be ready to go. For those I haven't been on in about 10 days, life has gotten a little ahead of me. Anyway, and when I went to get ready for this broadcast, my computer had been infected by something, and it took me an hour and a half working with ChatGPT to figure it out, but we figured it out. It's done. And hey, you just finished May in your Chase project. Hey, Mantle 14, Maris 13. That's exciting. And Mark is in too. Hey, here we go. Philip and Mark come by to check out the historical replay. Anyway, back to where I was trying to get this chart up. There we go. This is the fourth series in Region B, Round 2. 2011's facing 1970. We've got the highest seed so far. Winner is number 8, 1904. And the lowest seed is 1905. They're going to be facing each other, 1904 and 1905, in the next series. It should be very interesting. Philip will enjoy that. There's two dead ball teams. I'm sure you've been following this. I don't know who you're going to root for. It's the same team, essentially. However, we will get rid of one dead ball team in the first series in round 3. And let's see, that leaves the winner of this series will end up playing the 1942 team. So we should wrap this up in the next week or so. And then we'll have a championship in Region B. We'll move on to Region C. Michael Silva's project ends tonight, and I recommend anybody catching that if you have time. This project is based on his. He played every team in baseball. I'm only playing every team in the Red Sox. Okay, enough of me talking. Let's load the game. Out of the Park 27. There you go. I've really enjoyed, Mark. I've really enjoyed this. I'm getting to play Red Sox teams I wouldn't normally play. You know, being a Red Sox fan, I played the disappointing seasons for the Red Sox. And there were a lot of them in my lifetime, 67, 75, 78, 72, 86. We're going to load a new game here. Actually, we're going to do a new game. Historical exhibitions. Anyway, playing teams like 05 or 2011, those are teams. 2011 is the fried chicken team. I don't know if you guys remember the fried chicken scandal. I'll get into that during the series. Okay, two teams with selecting World Series, but it's really not, as you know. The away team will be the 1970 team, and we're in the right spot for 1970. 87 and 75 was the 1970 team. The home team is going to be 2011. Moneyball years. That Red Sox team went 90 and 72, didn't make the playoffs. They had an 8-game lead in the Eastern Division on, I think, September 8th. 8-game lead, and they lost it. And Terry Francona got fired, and a bunch of other players, and that led to the mess of 2012 when they finished in last place. Okay, 7 games, 2-3-2, no DH. Because these teams are more than 30 years apart. The era we choose is 1975. We'll normalize it to 1975. End of season rosters, 25 players and no injuries. Okay, create the series. Now, here's the part I hate, but I do it anyway. The AI picks the lineups. I do that so I don't influence the game. You're going to see a few strange things because the AI is picking the lineups. However, in the long run, it is the fairest way to do it. And the AI tends to pick a player, even though he's not a starter, he might be a backup. They'll pick the player because he has a higher average or a better winning percentage or whatever. So you may see some strange things. Okay, there we go. Game 1 is they're all going to be in Boston. 2011 is the home team. Just to review here, the 2011 team led by Jacoby Ellsby's best season in baseball. Adrian Gonzalez was on that team. David Ortiz, of course. The top pitcher was Josh Beckett. He led the eating the fried chicken in the dugout with John Lester, who was either the top, but Lester and Beckett were the two top pitchers. They would order fried chicken and eat it in the clubhouse on days they didn't pitch. That didn't go down well as they lose their 8-game lead. The 1970 Red Sox, Carl Yastrzemski led that team, of course, with 40 home runs, batted .329. Tony Conigliaro in 1970, his best year with the Red Sox, 36 home runs, 116 runs batted in. And Rico Petrocelli was one of his better years. He had 40 home runs one season, only 29 this one. They had a couple of good pitchers, Gary Peters and Ray Culp. Went to Fenway Park a lot in 1970. And they were a good team. Okay, what we do is we simulate the games in the series. There it is in front of us, beginning game 1. We simulate till we get to a elimination game, and then we start playing. So here we go. Game 1, Culp and Beckett. 2011 wins 6-4. Winning pitcher Beckett, losing pitcher Culp. Billy Conigliaro hit 2 home runs for the 70 squad. Yeah, that was a year that Billy and Tony played together. Pedroia hit 1 for the 2011 squad. Oh, going to have fun mixing these two up. Game 2, Kenny Brett, George Brett's older brother, Eric Bedard, pitching for the 2011 team. And that's what I mean. They picked Bedard. He is certainly not the second best pitcher on the 2011 team. Simulate it. And 1970 beats 2011 7-5. Sparky Lyle got the win in relief. Jonathan Papelbon took the loss. Home runs. Billy Conigliaro is going to be a superstar in this series. I can't wait to watch him play. He hit his 3rd. And Kevin Youkilis hit his 1st. We go to game number 3 after a day off. Game number 3, they flipped dugouts. 1970 is the home team. Lester and Siebert, 1970 wins 5-2. Sievert the winner, Lester the loser. Sparky Lyle had the save. 1970 home run by Rico Petrocelli. Okay, 1970s winning. The underdog 70 team, 2-1. Clay Buchholz, Gary Peters, they got those pitchers right. 2011 wins, 13-3. Buchholz the winner, Peters the loser. 2011. Jared Saltalamacchia, the longest name in Major League Baseball with a home run. Dustin Pedroia, number 2. It is now 2-2. We're all tied up. We will have a Game 6 here in a moment, right after Josh Beckett and Ray Culp reprise their Game 1 effort. And the 2011 team wins 7-4. Beckett wins his second game in the series. Culp loses his second. Papelbon gets his second save. Saltalamacchia hit his second home run. Ellsbury homered. George Scott, Yastrzemski, and Reggie Smith. Blast from the past. Homers for the 1970 squad. Enjoy your dinner there, Mark. Appreciate it. Okay, here we go. We're going to see who's pitching in Game 6. Kenny Brett, Eric Bedard. We're going to play that game in 2011 Fenway Park. For the 1970 Sox, Reggie Smith leading off in center field. George Scott at third, batting second. Yastrzemski hitting third at first base. Canigliaro in right field, hitting fourth. Petrocelli at short. Fifth, Billy Canigliaro in left. Billy Canigliaro played center in real life, but they got him in left. Mike Andrews hitting seventh at second. Jerry Moses catching, batting eighth. And Kenny Brett, the pitcher, and batting ninth. That may have been my choice. We'll figure that out later as we discuss this. But that's what the AI picked. Dustin Pedroia leads off for the 2011 Sox at second base. Josh Reddick in right field, part-time player. Batting second, Kevin Youkilis at third. Hitting third, Jacoby Ellsbury, the cleanup hitter. Adrian Gonzalez at first base. Hitting fifth, Saltalamacchia sixth, catching. Carl Crawford seventh and left. Jed Lowry, shortstop. Eric Bedard, it was 5-9. He is a real curious choice. I have to study this and figure out why he's in there, but that's what the AI did. That's what we're going to play. Let's go to the field. Enough of me talking. Well, we're going to have to change the camera views. Okay. Let's find out how this looks. Okay, there we go. We'll start here. I'll change it if we have to. Bedard's on the mound. Reggie Smith's up. If you notice, these are not really Red Sox uniforms. I don't know why Ootp does this. Puts them in random uniforms. I think they could fix that easily. Hopefully they do in the 28 version. Bedard gets the sign. We're underway. Ground ball to short. One down. Phillip is rooting for the 1970 team. George Scott takes strike three. 2 down, 2 quick outs, top of the first. And as you can tell, it's not 2011 because there's no screen in left field. Base hit. Up the middle. And Yastrzemski's on with the first hit of the game. My favorite all-time player, Tony Canigliaro, hitting 182 in the series. Into center field. There's another hit. Yeah, he's on his way to third. He slides. He's safe. Canigliaro on first, Yastrzemski on third, Rico Petrocelli up to 27 in the series. Bedard gets the sign. High in the air. It's going to be caught by the center fielder to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the first in 2011 Fenway Park. Kenny Brett facing Dustin Pedroia, who is an even 200 in the series. To center field, one down. Josh Reddick, 375 in the series. I guess the AI put him in for a reason.
Strike three.
He takes a called strike three. And Kevin Youkilis, 368 in the middle of his great career. He takes ball four, and he did that a lot. The Greek god of walks. Jacoby Ellsbury had a great season here in 2011. Rode this to a gigantic Yankee contract and sat on the bench for 3 years, 4 years, or however long the contract was. Foul ball. He strikes him out. The inning is over. We head to the top of the second. I think it was a 5-year contract. Biggest one the Yankees had ever given out at the time. He played one full season out of 5 years. Turned out to be one of the Yankees' worst decisions in their long, storied history. Bedard will face Billy Canigliaro, Mike Andrews, and Jerry Moses. Billy Canigliaro, 3 home runs in the series out of 8 hits, batting .364. On the ground, a short throw, third throws across the diamond for the out. 5-3. Youkilis made a good play. Bedard facing Mike Andrews, 200 in the series through the first 5 games. That's on the ground to short. Premonition, 2 quick outs. Jerry Moses, 1 hit, 20 at-bats. Just out of curiosity, Moses was not their full-time catcher. Wait a second. Oh, why do I forget on how? I always forget how to do this. I'll figure it out later. I want to take a look at the bench. In the meantime, don't want to hold up the game. Bedard pitches high in the air. Infielder's got it. Pedroia puts it in his pocket. We head to the bottom of the second. No score here in 2011 Fenway Park. Here, let me hit this. I think if I hit this, do I hit this? Does that give me the bench? No, that gives me him. You know, drives me nuts why I don't remember this stuff. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I'm not the manager. Oh, there we go. There's Boston substitutions. Trying to remember the starting catcher. That's 2011. Why is it only showing me 2011? Because I'm up there. That's what I want to say. There we go. Well, Tom Satriano, I guess on this lineup, he is the starting catcher. Interesting. Okay, enough of my interest. Back to the game. Kenny Brett, Adrian Gonzalez. Gonzalez hitting .333. Base hit up the middle. First hit of the game for the 2011 Sox. Saltalamacchia up. Down the third base line. This is a great bunt. He is out at first, but it is a sacrifice. Gonzalez at second. Brett on the mound. Carl Crawford up. One of the Red Sox worst free agent signings in history. Taps it in front of the mound. Runner's going to go to third. He's out at first. I think I'm with Philip. I'm rooting for the 70 Red Sox. Tony Canigliaro, I want to see him advance in the series. Jed Lowry up at shortstop, 214 in the series. They walk him to get to the pitcher. Eric Bedard, 0 for 1 in a previous start. As you know, the 2011 team did not bat pitchers. And look at this, base hit to left. They're going to get the runner at third. They're going to end the inning, but they're going to get the runner at third after the run scored at the plate, and the 2011 squad leads 1-0. Don't see that often, but they cut it, the throw off at the plate and got the runner going to third. Bedard to face his counterpart, Ken Brett. Brett 0 for 2 in his previous game. Struck him out. Reggie Smith, 455 with a homer. Big number.
Strike 3.
He swings and misses, strike 3. And George Scott, 375. Those top two on the top of the lineup are hitting.
Strike 3.
And look at that. Bedard, like Sandy Koufax, mows them down to the bottom of the third we go. 1-0. 2011. Top of the order, Pedroia, Reddick, and Euclid. Line to left. It is off the wall. Pedroia's going to second. He slides. He's in with a double. 2011 with a runner on second base. Nobody out. Josh Reddick up 0 for 1. The runner's going to go to third. He's going to be thrown out by a mile. One down, nobody on for Reddick. That's another AI questionable decision. That ball's long into right field, but it is an out. 2 down. Reddick will eventually be traded to the Oakland A's and have a few good seasons there as Kevin Euclid steps to the plate hitting .368. Euclid played most of his career with the Red Sox, ended up playing for the Yankees, and he had a good career also. Interesting statistic. He hits that ball in the left field. It's going to be another double. That stolen base cost him a run. Stolen base attempt. Runners on second. Euclid, and don't hold me to this, got up like 4,000 times. I don't know how many times. 4,000 times with the 3-0 count in his career. Maybe not that many. 2,000 times. However many. It was a big number. With a 3-0 count. He never swung at a pitch in Major League Baseball with a 3-0 count. Not once. Jacoby Ellsbury. Ground ball down the line. The first baseman boots it. It's going to be an error. Yastrzemski, first error of the game for the 1970 squad. First and third for Adrian Gonzalez, 364. He played well for the Red Sox, Gonzalez, but never really got along in the clubhouse. That is long. That is deep. That is out of here. It's over the Green Monster. And the 2011 squad now takes a 4-0 lead. This is an elimination game. And the 2011 squad does not want to be eliminated. Because if they win today, they defeat the 70 squad 4-2. Okay. Saltalamacchi up, 3 runs in, 2 outs, nobody on. Bounding ball to short, throws to first, he's out. Want to check one thing while we got it here. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't calling for the wrong game. Yeah, 2011 wins. Wins game 5, 3-2. Okay, let's return to the game. I've made that mistake before. I don't want to make it again. Bedard's still on the mound, looking to win the 6th and deciding game. If that's the way it works out, Yastrzemski has homered once in the series, 381. And he lines a base hit into right center field. Base hit. Yaz on first. Now hitting it 409 as Tony Canigliaro steps to the plate. Tony, with no home runs in the series, they could use one now. Hits to first, over to short for 1, back to first, to 3-6-3 double play. 2 quick outs, and Rico Petrocelli finds himself stepping into the batter's box. Bedard delivers on the ground to second. Well, what started out with his Yastrzemski single ends quickly. There we go. The bottom of the 4th we go. 4-0, 2011. If 2011 keeps up this score and wins, 1970 and Yastrzemski and Canigliaro go home. Brett facing Crawford. To short. 1 down. Jed Lowry. Jed Lowry also will be traded to the Oakland A's, and he will have a pretty good career with them. Right now, he's playing for the 2011 Red Sox. He's going to hit it, grounded to short himself. 2 quick outs. Bottom of the 4th. Pitcher up, Eric Bedard.
Strike 3.
They did not hit in 2011, and I don't expect he's going to hit much, but he got a hit the last time up, knocked in the run, first run of the game. We go to the top of the 5th. Bedard to face Billy Canigliaro, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. Billy Canigliaro, another guy, goes to the Oakland A's. Ground ball to second. Mike Andrews, he will eventually, I think he played, no, I think he went to the Oakland A's also. Everyone on these 2 Red Sox teams go to the A's. Andrews walks, ball 4. Jerry Moses, have no idea where he went. It was 50 years ago. One hit in the series. Number 2 would come in handy. They're trailing 4-0. He strikes out. Kenny Brett up. 2 down. Runner on first. Brett was a good hitter, I seem to remember. Taps it in front of the plate, throws to first. The inning is over. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 2011 leading 4-0. Pedroia, Reddick, and Euclid. To right field. That ball is out of here. Unbelievable. That ball carried all the way into the Red Sox bullpen, 398 feet from home plate, and the 2011 Sox lead 5-0. Brett still on the mound. I don't know how long he's going to last. Excuse me, that was Pedroia who hit that. Reddick up. I haven't broadcast in 10 days. I'm a little rusty. Grounded to first, slipped to the pitcher covering. Euclid, 1 home run in the series. 1 for 1 today. Check swing. He takes ball 4 again. Runner on first. Ellsbury 0 for 2. 333. Line drive, base hit to left field. There's a new pitcher in for the 70 Red Sox. I'll tell you who it is in a minute. As he was through, he's a right-handed pitcher, and that's not Kenny Brett. Jacoby Ellsbury at first. Kevin Euclid at second. Bobby Bolin in. That was his first batter. He's pitched 2/3 of an inning so far in the series. Adrian Gonzalez homered, 3-run homers last time up. He's up again with a couple of runners on. That one's hit deep. No, not too deep. He's got it. Looked deep when it came off the bat. Right fielder had to come in. Sal Talamaki up 0 for 1 today. Having a good series at 318. Line drive down the line into the right field corner. That will score at least 1 run. Here comes the second. No throw, and it is now 7-0. Well, you know my rule. If it goes to 10-0, we'll sim it. Kyle Crawford up. Bobby Bolin still on the mound. Only one of those runs charged to Bolin. Struck him out. Inning is over, but not before the Red Sox score 3 more runs. 7-0, 2011 squad headed to the top of the 6th. Haven't broadcast a baseball game in 10 days. I did a boxing match last Friday night. I'll do a boxing match again tomorrow. Been busy around my house. I've had a lot of things to do, and at my age, when it gets busy around the house, you get tired and you don't feel like broadcasting. Quite frankly, that's where I was. I was pretty tired today, but I'm doing it anyway because I like to have this thing move right along. Bedard on the mound, looks like he's headed for a win, facing the top of the order. Smith, followed by Scott and Yastrzemski. Grounded to third. Euclid across the diamond for the out. George Scott, a good fielding third baseman in his day, also a Gold Glove first baseman. Hits it to first, going to flip it to the pitcher covering. They got him, 2 outs. And Hall of Famer Carl Yastrzemski stepping in, 2 for 2 today, 409 in the series. But not doing him any good today.
Strike 3.
He takes a called strike 3 over the outside corner. '70 squad trailing 7-0 as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Bobby Boland still on the mound. Base hit up the middle. The 1970 squad is getting killed. No two ways about it. Ninth hit to 3 for the 1970 squad. Bedard up 1 for 2 with an RBI. That was his. I'm sure he didn't get up in the regular season. There's a bunt, and he lays it down. Throws to first. Perfectly executes sacrifice. Dustin Pedroia homered his last time up. I mistakenly called him Kevin Youkilis. That was his 3rd home run in the series. I believe he leads the Red Sox in home runs in this series. Runner on second, 1 out. Will he be an MVP if he knocks this run in? That ball's hit to left. That ball is caught for the out. Up against the wall is Billy Canigliaro. Made the play. Josh Reddick, 0 for 3. Pops it up in foul territory. Gonzalez puts it away. The inning is over. To the top of the 7th we go. 1970 in an uninspiring game, trailing 7-0. You're not going to be at the edge of your seats here as Eric Bedard faces Tony C. I was in Fenway Park the night he was beamed. August 18th, 1970, grounded to short, 1 out. Rico Petrocelli. To right field, that is one hop in the bullpen wall, and Petrocelli goes into second base with a double. Runner on second, Billy C. Up, 3 home runs in the series for him. Takes ball 4. Mike Andrews, 4 for 21. Looking to put the 70 team on the board, and he takes ball 4. Bases are loaded. Can the 1970 team come back? I think they can. They were a great offensive team. Jerry Moses up. They come back and tie it. We'll have a game 7 tomorrow morning. Line drive into center field. It's going to bounce in for a base hit. It's going to score a run. Bases remain loaded. It is 7-1. And Bedard's in trouble. John Kennedy, not the president, but John Kennedy, the baseball player, coming in to pinch hit. He's 1 for 3 in the playoff series. Bedard still pitching. That ball's high. That ball is caught in the left field. The runner's coming home to throw. He scores. He's safe. 7-2. Reggie Smith up. 2 on, 2 out. Base hit, go a long way here. 4-17. He's hot. Bedard still pitching. To right field. That's deep. That's deep, and that is caught for the out. Inning is over. The 1970 squad, however, put 2 runs up. We head to the bottom of the 7th, 7-2. Youkilis, Ellsbury, and Gonzalez to face Gary Wagner, the new Red Sox pitcher. Ball 4, runner on. Youkilis' 3rd walk in a row. Jacoby Ellsbury up. Ellsbury hits it back to the mound, throws to second. They get the runner. Ellsbury goes to first. Ellsbury a threat to steal. Adrian Gonzalez up. On the ground to second. It's going to throw to short for 1. First, the inning is over. Quickly, just like that, we head to the 8th, 7-2, 1970. It is an elimination game for 1970. Excuse me, 7-2, 2011 leads. 1970 needs to score 5 runs or they're going to go home. And Bedard will be the unlikely winner of the clinching game here in the playoffs. George Scott up. Live scoreboard in center field has George Scott's picture. Bedard still on the mound. Can he pitch a complete game? Scott in the left field, base hit. That ball is going to head towards the wall. It's cut off by Ellsbury. Holds Scott to a single. Daniel Bard coming in for the 2011 Sox. Well, the AI put the right guy in because that's who would have come in. Yastrzemski up.
Strike 3.
He struck him out. One out, runner on first. Tony C. To right field, that is going to drop for a base hit. It's going to be a double when it's all said and done. Runners will be on second and third for the 1970 squad, and here they come. Tell you the truth, I'm rooting for him. I'd like to see him tie this game as Rico Petrocelli steps in to face Daniel Bard. He takes a called strike 3 as Bard paints the inside corner. Billy Canigliaro up. Base hit will make it 7-4. Daniel Bard in the playoffs is not allowed a run. He struck him out. He was a strikeout pitcher, and he got them both. To the bottom of the 8th we go, running out of time for the 1970 squad. 2011 lead, 7-2. Saltalamacchia, Crawford and Lowry to face Gary Wagner. That sounds good. And it is over the head of the center fielder into the triangle, into second. Saltalamacchia goes with a double. Smith couldn't catch up to that one. That ball hit right in the triangle. Saltalamacchia, as I say that properly. Up, Carl Crawford, 5 for 24, 208, about how he played for the Red Sox. Hits it back to the mound. Runner will go to third. He is safe, beats it out. Carl Crawford, if nothing else, is a fast runner, and his runners on first and third for the 70 squad. Wagner in trouble as Jed Lowry, 1 for 2, steps into the batter's box. Switch hitter. Throw to second. They got him. Runner is out. Saltalamacchia holds. Lowry now facing Wagner. Here comes a 2-1 delivery to left field. He's got it. That'll score run number 8 as the throw comes home. Not in time. Two outs, 1 run in, 8-2, 1970 shots. Wagner going to face a pinch hitter, Marco Scutaro, who was the full-time shortstop in 2011. Base hit. Why he's sitting today, I have no idea. Jed Lowry's playing. Let's see. Scutaro in the... Well, that's not what I wanted to see. We'll look at it when it's over. Pedroia up, 241, but he homered earlier. Runner on first, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. He takes called strike 3 on the inside corner. Inning is over. We head to the 9th inning. Alfredo Aceves, good pitcher. 2 innings so far. 2 hits, 2 earned runs. But he won 10 games for the 2011 Sox. He will face Andrews, Moses, and a pinch hitter here for the 1970 squad. They need 6 runs. Let's see what happens. This will be 1970's swan song. 2011 will move on to round number 3. Aceves looks in. Ground ball to second. Down to 2 outs, Jerry Moses. To right. 2 down. Last out. Let's see who they send up for a pinch hitter. George Thomas. 1 for 2 in the series. Ex-Detroit Tiger deep in the right field. That ball is caught at the warning track. It is over. The 2011 squad defeats the 1970 squad. They move on to round 3, and that's it. Let's take a look at the box score for 1 second. 8 runs, 12 hits, no errors for 2011, 1970, 2-7-1. We will write this up. It will be on my webpage later tonight. Series MVP. Let's click finish today. Series MVP is Jared Saltalamacchia. Very interesting. While I got the season totals up, I want to see something. Moses, 315. Yep, I guess Moses was. Billy Canegaro, 398 at-bats. That worked. They did all right. Eric Bedard, that's 2 for 9 in the regular season. The AI must know something about him. No, that's Daniel Bard. Let me get wrong guy. 5 and 9, 362. Well, they had the choice of Josh Beckett, Lester. Let's see if they pitched. Clay Buchholz, 6 innings. Beckett pitched a couple of games, won. Lester pitched a game, he lost. They picked Bedard, who pitched 12 innings. He came in over more experienced pitchers, but the AI does things that I don't agree with, and didn't happen in real life, but AI knows what it's doing. Anyway, that's it from here. Let me just take one more quick look here before I say goodbye to everybody. 2011 wins. They will be playing the 1942 Red Sox, and they will be the underdogs. The 1904 team will play the 1905 team, and 1904 will be the favorites. I will write everything up. If I have the energy, we'll do it over the weekend. If not, we'll do it the beginning of next week. I want to thank Mark for coming by. I want to thank Philip for coming by, as he always does, never misses a game. And I hope everyone has a wonderful Thursday evening. If you want to, I'm around tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern for another middleweight bout. And we will broadcast that bout 11 p.m. Hey, before I hang up, before I say goodbye, let's take a look at who's fighting. You know, you would think I'd remember who's fighting, but I don't. Where's the boxing results? You would think I don't know what I'm doing. I apologize, but I'm going to figure it out. Right here, let's take a look at that. 24th, Carlos Monzon versus Bernard Hopkins. That'll be a good fight. Monzon, 3rd ranked middleweight. Hopkins, the 6th. Hagner beat Ketchel last week. And Dick Tiger beat Harry Greb. I'm almost positive. Yep. There's the newspaper. Greb was disqualified. Well, I don't remember much, but I remember a little bit. Anyway, thanks for coming in. We'll see all you guys tomorrow night at 11 if you're watching. If not, we'll see you the next time our paths cross. Have a nice evening.